Hey, this is Cody here with Comed Mods. We are doing this video today for all the YouTubers because we normally don't do videos on YouTube. But we wanted to introduce some new things we just came out with, which is pretty freaking awesome here. It's just some options and things that we have with Comed Mods. We do several different options with controllers, from Xbox controllers to PlayStation 5 controllers, to Chrome themes, to every single, obviously, extreme rate themes as well. For all the things that most other companies and people are trying to advertise at the same time. So we do all of those custom themes and things like that. So let's just kind of get into it today with some of the new options we are going to be introducing here. So here's one of these ones we're going to be introducing. Let's just kind of get back into this. And this right here is one of our actual, you can tell how the way the LEDs respond. The LEDs itself respond to the game. So let's say, for instance, if you're walking, and you know what I mean, you're going around, it basically kind of reacts to that. Cool thing too is we got this option now. See how the way that the blue kind of runs around with that to chase you? The same thing with the green. Kind of chases you as well. So you're trying to get away from all the stuff that's going on. And so we're doing this right here. We kind of got to play the game in order to kind of show you the effects. So on. So we're trying to get moved. Anyway, so this is some of the effects of the controller, which is actually pretty cool, depending on what you know that you like. So that's kind of how that would work, and for the lightning and so on. So yeah, basically with that being said, that's kind of how the way you do that. So basically, whenever you're playing the game and you're getting hit, that's some of the options and things that's going to happen. So this is basically what we can do this in, is in our RGB colors, which is only normally in red, green, or blue, because the way that it's connected for the actual connection. So I haven't actually seen this done yet. This actually pulsates with the actual game itself. So for the actual haptic itself, when you're playing this and you're running through here, like I said, you can see me walking, it kind of goes off. So for however you want that to be, and you can see how the way that the LEDs do right through here like this for the thumbstick. This is gives you the option to have this option at the same time for something different. So if you, in case you want to keep those thumbsticks, the regular thumbsticks, then you got those. Or if you want just regular LED buttons and they actually go off to whenever you're getting hit. So on, if you want to have underglow or anything like that. And some of the questions we get as well is, let's just go right here into the actual game. We'll go ahead and do that right quick. We'll just actually go back to Game Hub. We will basically kind of start over and we'll quit the game. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go in here for the demonstration for the actual game itself. As you can see, this is the way that it advertises for the game. So whenever you're playing the game and you're getting your advertisement, this is kind of some of the things that the controller will do. For instance, for it. So if I click on this, this is basically some of the options that we get. If we go to controller demo, it does this right here. You obviously already know what we just showed you about for our thumbsticks. Pretty cool, huh? So if you want something like that, extra for your thumbsticks, we got those. Definitely something pretty cool, little feature that we got going on. And so whenever you basically demoing the controller, it's kind of giving you the demo to kind of see the difference in colors and how the way things work for this. So if you want to check this out, so let's say that you're going to be firing with this side. You basically got that where it pulsates with that for your firing mechanism. So bam, bam, bam. Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh? Same thing for this side. There's that side, and just for your LEDs right here, these are always technically on. But we got it where we made it where you can run around with those, which is pretty cool. Same thing here if you touch your touch sense, which will give you that feature next. So make sure LEDs go on and off. Actually, pretty cool feature there, huh? So if you want to shake your controller and make it go off, go ahead and do so. Yeah, some of the frequent questions we get is, does your actual controller, does the LEDs turn off with the controller? Well, let's find out. So let's go ahead and do this right now. We're going to hit home button, we just did, and we're going to hit this thing right here for the click and to turn off the controller. Okay, so now guess what? Looks like the LEDs pretty much went off with the controller. And let's go ahead and turn the controller back on. Guess what? The LEDs are back on with the controller, the same motion, going all over and going crazy again. Let's do this again. Hit the home button. Turn off the actual controller. Guess what? LEDs are off. Don't have to worry about none of that. Some of our frequent questions we get. Alright, so that was that one. Let's go ahead and advertise the new Xbox Series X controller. This is one of our new Xbox Series X controllers, and the way that we ship them just like the way they come. They basically come like this right here, the way that, well, not the way they come, the way that we actually modify them to make them work. We actually install a touch sense right here for the back, which will be for the back globe, for the back shell. For the front shell itself, we obviously install our LED kit, which is normally the RGB kit from Extreme Rate for this front shell part. This is installed with a see-through blue theme controller. So basically to get into that, let's go ahead and do this right here. The reason why we're doing this right here is because we just didn't want to have anything on at the time because some other people were trying to use our stuff. Yes, we plugged that in, so as you can see, you can turn it on or turn it off for your actual lights. For the back side, this is for the underglow. As you see, we got them on, and then you can turn them off. So let's just go ahead and keep those on for a second. As you see that this right here, it gives you the red, the blue, kind of like the Terminator look effect. If you want to change that, you just go like this. Then you can change your color of your LEDs at any given time. Then if it's an indie glow kind of look, then you get your regular aqua blues and so on. Which you know what I mean. You can have it, some people have it where they have it where it's fading. I think it's this one right here. Yeah. And then it kind of just fades in and out and goes into other colors and so on with it kind of whatnot, which fades through there and kind of gives it its little certain look. So we kind of more or less want to tend to stick to blue right now. So this is our LED underglowed blue, basically full transparent themed controller. That's just kind of how the way that you turn it on. Let's just go ahead and sync this one up. That's just the way that you would turn on for the LEDs. Now, obviously now it's got pretty much synced up with the controller, with the actual system. So there you go. So that right there is for a Xbox Series X controller, which we can do the same for a regular Xbox controller. Same effects for the others. We can do that for any other controller as well. So this is a nice, sleek looking, professional, clean looking controller here. So there's how the way that we do those. If you want to see how the way things work with some of our modded controllers, as we have already showed you now with this one, as we already done earlier, does it come on with the controller? Yes, it does. Once again, we'll turn that off. Let's go ahead and turn this off, and let's go ahead and get our, we'll just show you some more things before we jump off here. Can you get the Batman controller? It's sitting right there on the computer. Awesome. So that's some of our options that we got now. Hold on. Okay. This is a Batman themed controller that we recently have done not long ago. And this right here is a Batman. We just want to do some reviews on some of the things that we do here. The same thing for this one we've done as we just did for the previous controller. We was just advertising, and you can see how the way this thing looks. This bad boy is slick. It is sleek. It looks amazing. Look at this metallic finish paint job right here on the back. You get the matte finished gray finish for the actual finish for the front. The Retro Series with the Retro Series home button as well. Let's go ahead and click on this controller and let's get this thing going. Oh wow, this thing does the exact same thing. Everything is pretty much lighting up on this as well the same way. Let's say we want to go ahead and get into that. And we got the smart triggers that we've installed on this one. As you can see here, barely touch these on the back. They're ready to go. Got the R1, L1, so on right here on the back. So let's just go ahead and go to the controller demo as well for this. Then you can kind of get the idea of what's going on with this. You get the buttons down here on the bottom. And so that kind of gives that feel, that effect for the controller. And you can see that's out of the way that we got it installed on some of our actual modded controllers. This is a full LED modded haptic feedback controller here, basically, and it's pretty sick. It's pretty cool. We like the way it is. That's what we did before in the other ones. You can see you can do the same thing right here. She just wanted to, for her controller, this is for Valley. She wanted to get her controller done like this right here in order to be able to keep her LEDs on at all times. So there you go. That's pretty much for that. You get the same thing right here. She wanted to get the extensions, which we got two different kinds. This is the extreme version for the ones with the more domed, for the PlayStation 4 version. If you want to be able to keep your lights on, as you can see, you can just keep hitting those things and making that thing go crazy. You got your buttons down here for that to make those things go off. Same thing. Yeah, that's kind of how the way that works. So there you go. That's pretty much it, and pretty much self-explanatory there. I don't really need to go into too much detail or anything, but that's it, guys. Alright, so to kind of get the preview, this was this one for the Xbox. That is the Batman modded controller, to show what the back looks like on that. You can either get the paddles on the back like everybody's doing today, or you can get these actual nice looking buttons that are programmable, as you can get either set or programmable buttons. We even got the paddles like the way that Extreme Rate advertises for their stuff as well. That's if you want to get that. So there's that, and the original one. Oh, I want to give some updates the way that we're doing things here. So before this video actually dies, because we didn't charge the battery, as we always seem to forget, but it's okay though. We'll be able to make it work. Let's just go ahead and do this right quick. Let's turn this thing on right here while it's trying to do its thing. Let's go ahead and sign into this one. So we'll just take over its place. And so this is how the way that we do that. As you see, there's those again as well as before. And we already got the thumbsticks like this, or you can have the clear thumbsticks, or you can do other Xbox One type thumbsticks, however you choose for that to be. So basically this is the setup. So if you like the Xbox, then there's the Xbox. If you like the PlayStation 5, there's the PlayStation 5. If you want mods, we got that as well. And then for the PlayStation 5 over here, we got that one as well too. So that's kind of how the way we got everything going on. Oh, that don't supposed to happen. That does not supposed to happen. Okay, well, either way you look at it, it don't matter. So just want to get into this. Now something we just originally came out with, and it's brand new, brand new. So what we came out with was it's a battery pack that we have, that instead of actually having this gigantic beast, huge gigantic battery that would be on the back of this thing right here is a 3.7 volt battery. But gotta let you know, guys, this battery on this thing is a 28-hour life battery, which is dang good for your LEDs so on, because you gotta get something like that. And very sure that most people definitely gonna want something like that. We got either set LEDs like everybody else advertises. We got the underglow LEDs like nobody advertises. We got our own, we got our own custom things that we make ourselves. Check that out. I don't see that advertised on Extreme Rate, nor do I see your own home buttons actually painted, your own rings actually, done, buttons like this, or matte finish, the matte clear like that. Just don't see nothing like this. So that's for all that for the competitive gamers. Never seen anything like this so far yet, much less have I ever seen anything like this for the thumbsticks. So just wanted to advertise some of our things here that we do here at Coleman Mods. So if you want to get one of these awesome decked out cool controllers, head on over right now to colemanmods.com, www.colemanmods.com. Again, it's Coleman Mods at www.colemanmods.com. You can hit us up directly straight on our phone number that we have for our company now. It's brand new, and it's something that we are accepting calls. It's 615-489-5502. Again, it's 615-489-5502. If you call and ask for Cody, we'll let you and let us know that you actually have checked us out on YouTube. We're going to give you a discount today. Just hit us up, let us know that you are calling in and that you watched our YouTube video, and we're about to get something going on for you. All right, guys, hope to see you soon. And this is the new update. So if you want an extra battery ×2 just for a regular plain controller, don't have to have LEDs or nothing. If you just want that, we're selling those right now on our website. I think it's for what, $110?
Yeah.
For $110 on our website. Facebook direct, and for locals, $100. So if you just want to just buy just a controller just like the way it is, black controller, red controller, white controller, so it's basically whatever the setup is for that. Basically only we're charging is the money for the battery and the installation, so we're not really making that much, but at the same time we're definitely trying to help everybody out so that, hey guys, you know what I mean, you can be able to just have whatever that you're needing. And that's just the main thing is that we want you to be able to get the battery that you deserve whenever you're playing the games. Not just like where somebody says 14 hours and it's actually not 14 hours of battery life. It's actually more like about 6. So if you buy LEDs from anybody else, I guarantee you that they're telling you that your battery is going to last all this time, like 4 hours, 6 hours, 10 hours or so. But they're, you know, for a fact, if you buy a controller from them, or if you ever bought a controller from another modder before, more than likely the controller is only lasting like 2 to 3. So with that being said, we just wanted to kind of get into this as the main point. The main point is this, is that with ours, for a fact, you're over 6 hours plus, full battery, you might as well say, if you just let it just sit for a fact about 12-13 hours with LEDs lit up the whole entire time as a flashlight, even in the cases and storms of tornadoes and volcanoes eruptions. So you'll be good, and you'll have lights. And guess what? This right here is not only just for extra batteries, it lasts even with all the mods. So if you want mods and if you want underglow, if you want smart triggers, and guess what? Even if you want those big old gigantic paddles, we do those as well. If you want extension thumbsticks, we got them right there. So if you want smart triggers, we definitely do all that. We do it all. So hit us up soon. Talk to y'all later. Y'all have a great day.